Yo, what's going on, Planet S.O.N family? It's your main man, JD. Thank you for tuning in. This is Drinks with JD. My main man, MV Fly.
What's up, bro?
What up, my brother?
It's
What
pleasure,
up?
man.
Thank you so much for agreeing to sit down with me for an interview on Drinks with JD.
I appreciate
it. Also, thank you for inviting us here to this amazing studio, man. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, man. This is the 9 Vibe Recording Studios, and we're located here by Kearney Mesa. If you ever want to come record, definitely hit us up, yo. We're on there on our Instagram. You'll find info there.
Okay, no doubt. All right. Well, it's pretty cool, man. I like the lights. I like the nice vibe sign. It's pretty dope, man.
Yeah, shout out to Octavio. He definitely put a painting for our logo, and
okay, that's
we definitely
him.
ran at it. Yeah.
Okay, no doubt. Okay.
You know who he is.
All right, man. So let's I guess get into it. You know, if you could please introduce yourself to the Planet S.O.N audience. Can you please let them know who you are, where you're from, and what you do?
Cool. So I go by the name of MV Fly. I'm a producer, artist, recording artist, and I'm from San Diego, California.
No doubt, my brother. All right. So I guess let's take it back a little bit.
All right, bro.
All right. So do you mind if you could tell us where you were born and raised?
Yeah, man. So I was born here in San Diego, California.
Okay.
But I'm raised in Dallas, Texas.
Wow, in Dallas.
Yeah, I was definitely a Texas boy. Childhood from like 3 to like 15.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
what made your parents want to move over there?
Just trouble with the love of my dad, so he moved to Texas. So
okay.
Start over, and that's where I have my little brother, which is 9'5", which
no doubt,
we get a lot of influence from over there. So.
Okay. Now, let's say for Texas, right? For people who I guess are surprised, they're like, wow, okay, who's from Dallas? Where specifically in Dallas were you raised in?
Yeah, I'm raised in Richardson, Texas. It's a little city. It's kind of like North Park.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a little small, just like a little area, but Dallas is just big, like how San Diego is, like as far as little cities, little communities that we have there.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. I guess so we could get to know you a little bit better. What schools did you go to and when you were in Dallas?
So I started at Mark Twain Elementary.
Okay. Was that here in San Diego? No, in Dallas.
That's Dallas. Yeah, this is where I started school at.
Because no, for some reason I believe we also have a Mark Twain here. But go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
That's Mark Twain. When I got here, that was kind of like a weird thing. I was like, oh, it's a high school.
Okay. You're right. All right, go ahead.
So I went to elementary at Mark Twain Elementary, and from 8th grade to I went 7th, and then I left 8th grade to Cali. But 7th grade was Apollo High School.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Apollo Middle School.
Okay.
Not high school. I went to high school here, yeah.
No doubt. Now, when you lived here in San Diego, or before you left, and also when you came back, where did you hang around at? Like, what cities?
So I was in Grand Hill.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the area where my mom, my dad, or they stayed in Little Italy back in the day.
Yeah.
That was like in the 90s they stayed there.
Yeah.
Before it was all commercialized restaurants, all that stuff right now.
No doubt.
Yeah, we used to drive by there all the time. That's where we used to live.
You know what? Now that you just said that, I mean, I don't want to get into the music quite yet, but you just reminded me of your video, one of your videos that you actually showed Grant Hill.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just wanted to.
That's the Grant Hill. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was pretty cool that you showed where. A section of where you grew up at, no doubt.
I definitely started growing up there again too when I came back to Cali. So it was just back.
That's cool. Cool.
Man.
Okay. And are your parents from Texas or from California or where?
My parents are from Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah.
What part of Mexico?
My mom's from Morelos, Mexico, and my dad's from San Luis Potosí.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Now, did you go to Mexico to go visit any, like when you were little? Or
oh yeah, man.
Okay.
It was like every summer.
Oh wow.
Yeah, my dad would send us every summer.
Yeah. So you and your brother?
Me and my older brother, yeah.
Okay.
Before Jerry, before 9 Vibe.
Wow. Okay. When's the last time you've been there?
I was there 2 years ago for my cousin's 15.
That's what I'm talking about.
Dude, it was fun, dude.
No doubt. Just to hang out with family. It's just a different atmosphere, right?
Oh yeah, man. It's great to see everyone back, especially when everyone's like, you grow up with people.
Exactly.
Especially your family, and then you see them again, and you're like, oh, they're taller than me. You know?
No doubt. Okay.
I love that, man. I love that feeling, seeing my family in Mexico. It's like.
Nah, I totally understand. Me too.
Yeah.
No doubt. All right, my brother. I know that I guess, like I said, before we get into the music, when you were growing up as a kid, did you have different interests other than music?
No, man.
No, not even sports or anything like that.
I mean, it was sports. I mean, I play soccer. I mean, I love soccer first and foremost. Like,
Yeah.
I love playing it. I love watching it. I love talking about it. Like, I just love doing that.
No doubt.
But nah, I never saw myself because I played in band when I was in middle school.
Wow. Okay.
That was like my first love, like playing. Like, I wanted to play soccer, but I was like, when they showed me like a band and what instruments were and what you can do and that thing comes out when you blow on it.
Wow.
I don't know. I grew up on it. And I played the trombone.
Wow.
Yeah, in 8th grade I was in band. And
How'd you pick up the trombone?
They recommended it to me.
They're just like, here, take this.
Because they were just like, kind of like, oh, what instrument do you want? They ask you, what instrument are you into? And they're like, you start trying out things out, and then just like, the trombone kind of just fit where,
Okay.
I don't know, just something about it, the sound,
That's what
it
I'm
was
talking
loud.
about. Yeah.
That's what I liked about it.
Wow. No doubt. No
Yeah,
doubt.
bro.
Did you pick up anything else like let's say guitar or the keyboard?
Yeah,
or
those
anything
came
like
on later on,
Okay.
like throughout growing up, but for sure, like just that started everything.
that? No doubt.
Because I love reading music, and like in band, it used to be like first chair, second chair, third chair. That's how you know how good you are. Because if you're first chair, you're on top of your thing.
Wow.
You know what you're reading.
Yeah.
And the teacher would test you out. That's how we know who's first chair, second chair, and who's like, all right, you're first.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. And
I was
then
like
you just
first,
shine.
second, third. Like I started like in fifth. Like there was only like 10 kids in that class.
Okay, okay.
Because everyone would play brass instruments.
Okay.
So brass instruments was like tuba or the trombone.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a competition too. So
Yeah.
you definitely.
And you shined. You were the number
I
one or
definitely
number one
like to
chair.
shine on those moments, man. But
Okay.
I moved to Cali. This is when I was in Texas. But when I moved to
Yeah.
Cali, it's when I kind of stopped doing instruments and
Really?
kind of like started listening to more music.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, no doubt. I know that right now, well, you allowed us to know about a little bit of the music side when you were in school. But when exactly did you know you're like, you know what? And I really like music. You know what I'm saying? Like how old were you? Like as a little kid?
Dang, man, I would probably go like 3. Just listening to Mexican music.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. Just taking it. With my mom would always play all the banda music.
Yeah.
My dad would play the corridos and
Okay.
just listening to the accordion, the guitar, the acoustic guitar. So
Yeah.
just like, especially mariachi music. I like mariachi music. a
Okay,
lot.
that's what I'm talking
my
about.
mom got me into that for sure.
Well, you know how right now you're just mentioning all the genres, right?
Yeah.
Are you inspired by different artists and different genres?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like who?
Like someone who's like a banda.
Yeah, like anything.
Like banda machos.
Okay,
like
okay.
the way they came out, they were very unique on what they dress.
Yeah.
So they were like on another level.
no
Los
doubt.
Tigres del Norte.
Of course,
People
legendary.
know, like these
Yeah.
are just like legendary
Okay.
people that my dad used to listen to. So
That's what I'm talking about.
yeah,
man.
and we'll go like best. I mean, what was it? Circus City, where
Okay,
they had
yeah,
back in the day, bro. My
Yeah.
dad and my mom always take us there, and they always buy CDs, so
Yeah.
we're always in that music section.
They always have some of the best CDs, man.
Oh,
They had
bro.
like a whole bunch of artists, whole
Yeah,
bunch of
man.
CDs. Yeah, no doubt,
That was good times right there. I love going with them. every
no
time.
doubt.
Like,
That's what I'm talking about, man.
what we listening to now, mom and dad?
I know,
Yeah.
right? That's
What's the
dope.
next? What's the next? What's the next?
Yeah, what's the next CD you
album?
about to buy me? Yeah, no doubt. Okay, so you were growing up and you heard and you were into your mom's and your dad's type of music, right? So when did
Hip hop.
you heard something? Like what was the first song you heard? And you're like, yo, this is pretty dope. And then what got you into hip hop? Like what song got you there? Or like when did you get into hip hop?
Tupac.
Okay.
Yeah.
No doubt.
That's my older brother Jose who got me into like all the hip hop genres.
Yeah.
Like, but this is like back in like we were in Texas, so we didn't really listen to like a lot of Cal people except for like Little Rob made it into our CD album.
Of course, yeah.
And it was just like crazy because I listened to SPM. People
Yeah,
from Texas
of course.
know who SPM is. Like in the 90s, it was just like nonstop, dude. Mixtape after mixtape after mixtape.
Exactly.
And my brother was really into that. And
Cause SPN was legendary before he got locked up.
Yeah,
but,
before he got locked
but yeah,
up.
he was amazing. His music was hella dope.
yeah, man. And he was Mexican American, so it was like
Yeah. Like it just attracted you even
yeah,
more.
man.
Yeah.
It was just like
Like you could relate.
you can relate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus it was dope music.
Yeah, especially just listening to like those beats that he had, like it was just freestyling.
Yeah. All right, my brother. So I know
Yeah.
that we were just mentioning how you got into hip hop a little bit, and then
Yeah.
obviously what artists have inspired you.
Yeah.
But I I like to ask hip hop artists that I interview. I always ask them the same question. I always ask, when did you know that you fell in love with hip hop?
Yeah, I would definitely go back to like when I was like in Texas, just in my brother's room,
Yeah.
him playing like Tupac, Biggie, SPM, 3 6 Mafia.
But you just knew like this is it. You know what I'm saying? Like this is my
Yeah.
genre. Like I don't want to listen to
Yeah.
two Mamas Corridos no more. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like this is it. I'm gonna do this.
I definitely knew when I started, like, I had my own little show 'cause I was a kid,
Okay.
and I would just rap over their songs, you know?
That's what I'm talking about.
And then it was live, and I was like, I would imagine people in front of me, you
Yeah.
know? Just,
No doubt. And you just felt a bug. You were just
oh,
like,
yeah, I just felt like, I loved it. I like this feeling a lot.
okay.
Because you felt happy, you know? There's
Yeah.
nothing on your mind except for music and your lyrics that you want to say, you know?
No doubt. No
And that's
doubt.
how I feel when I'm on a stage, too. Yeah.
Okay.
But,
Now, when did you start taking music seriously?
like, right after high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like what happened? What made you want to pursue it?
I had a good friend of mine, J.O.E., who's
Okay.
a recording artist as well. And I met him, and I was already like writing raps, you know, but I was writing like poetry because I used to have, I don't know, girls like poetry, right?
Yeah. I gotta do it for the ladies,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
And I just like, I remember just like kind of like reading it out loud now instead of just like saying it, and just started rhyming, and it's just like, oh, I was like, I think I can do this.
Yeah.
And J.O.E., who's one of my best friends, he rapped for the first time, and I was like, dude, you're one of the best rappers I ever met.
Yeah.
And I told him, like, let's do this.
Yeah.
You know, you can't do it alone. You gotta have someone there to
Yeah,
support
you gotta have a
you.
team. You gotta have a squad.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
But you are your own supporter as well, man. Like, but he definitely pushed me, like, dude, you can rap too. Let's do this. Like, let's go find a producer.
No doubt.
And that's another story. Yeah,
Okay. So that was after high school when you were already
Yeah, that's
back
after
in
high
San
school.
Diego.
Yeah, I was also back in San Diego. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Now, right now you're mentioning poetry, right?
Yeah.
Now, how early did you start writing poetry? And also, when did you, I guess you could say, have the courage to like show somebody your poetry and be like, yo, check me out? You know, like,
Yeah.
did you show your family members or?
I definitely didn't show any of my family members, but I definitely showed like a good close friends of mine.
Okay.
Yeah, they definitely told me that, yo, you should start recording.
Huh.
And this is like in high school, but I just, you know, I did my thing like in high school, but I really enjoyed just like playing it.
Okay,
I like
okay.
making the music. That was like my thing.
Yeah.
And I always felt like, oh, maybe I should produce.
Okay. Production side,
Yeah,
making
production,
beats.
Yeah, the production, the mixing, mastering the beats.
Yeah.
Man.
Is that your first love?
Yeah,
Yeah.
from band,
Yeah. Okay.
playing
okay.
instruments.
Yeah.
that was my first love.
No doubt.
But
no
then
doubt.
hip hop came about like when I met J.O.E.
Yeah.
and who today is just like still inspiring me to this day. Like,
That's what I'm talking about.
hell yeah, man.
Okay. Now, as far as let's say on the hip hop side, right? As an artist, who do you think makes up the MV Fly flow? You know what I'm saying? Like as in, you know, what hip hop artists inspire you?
Hell yeah, Kid Cudi,
Okay.
Currency, Wiz Khalifa, and I gotta put Russ up there, yo.
Of course.
But this is like later on when I started noticing Russ. But
Yeah.
this is like when 2009, 2008, 2007, when Currency, Wiz Khalifa, Kid Cudi were just dropping mixtapes.
Yeah.
Before they dropped albums.
Yeah.
The come up.
Of course.
And I was there, like I seen them, like even Mac Miller was on that
Yeah.
tip where they were always like, you know, going to state, like trying to figure out how to perform.
No doubt.
And they have vlogs too, you know, you check them out. They got
Yeah. No, for sure. Legends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially Russ just dropped a new album. So
Yeah, Chomp too.
Yeah, I checked it out. It's
That's-
pretty dope.
Chill, yo.
Yeah. No doubt. All right, man. So you've dropped many mixtapes, right?
Right.
And one thing I noticed is that the beats are amazing. I'm talking about all of them, right? Like I can't say that there's a whack beat in all the songs that I've heard.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
man.
no, they're pretty
that means a
dope.
lot.
And from my understanding is that you know how you just mentioned your brother Jerry, right?
Yeah.
I know that he also makes beats, and you know he's an engineer, and he's also involved with the Ninth Vibe as well. I was wondering, how important to you is it to build and make art with your brother? How important is that to you?
It's, I don't know, it's just very rewarding sometimes because you know, you seen him. He didn't want to do it at the beginning. But
Okay. Oh, really?
yeah, he was still trying to find his way, but he always played guitar music and like when he started making his own beats,
Yeah.
I'm like, now he's hooked. Like
Yeah.
I know because he knows music, so it's just like matter of time when he gets to it. Because he sees me do production all the time, but when he saw me and he just sat down,
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man.
and it's great, man. I love to see him grow, and he's still growing. Still got a lot of time on his plate, and it's
No doubt.
awesome, man. I love to see that.
No, yeah, and it must feel so cool because I mean, hey, it's family.
Hell
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you guys are coming up together, you know, making a lot of things that will last forever. You know what I'm saying? From like future wise, yeah. You know, be like, oh, remember when we did this and all that stuff. So I think it's pretty cool that you're working with your family. You know, so to I guess keep on the family side, since your family, I guess, know that you guys are working together. You know, obviously, since you guys are making music and it's everywhere.
Now.
Do they encourage you guys? Do they support you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How do your parents feel?
They love it because they love music as much as we do. So, and my parents are always gonna encourage me in whatever I do. So it's always like, no bad vibes. And we just got our other cousin coming in too.
Okay.
He does production too.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yo.
Is he in Texas or here?
He's here.
Oh wow.
He's coming in. He's been coming in lately. I still haven't seen him in here, but when I do, it's gonna be special. Like, we're gonna see what we're gonna cook up.
Okay. All right, my brother. So let me ask this: MV Fly, right? Why the name and what does it mean?
Well, first it was when I first started rapping. I went by Kid.
Okay.
Kidd.
Okay.
It was just a whole college thing that happened, so I was like, all right, I'll run with it. And I parted ways with an old group, so I went by MV as my initials.
Okay.
And started noticing there was a lot of MVs out there, so I was like, I gotta cut that one out. And people always call me the Fly Guy, so I just put MV Fly at the end of it. So
that's what I'm talking about.
And as far as like MV Fly, there's a whole meaning. It's like I'm above the bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, my brother. So I'm glad that you just mentioned what you just did for Fly, for the Fly part of your name. I noticed a common theme in your music, right? I noticed that you like to mention heights or like being in the sky, right? Like you even have named some of your mixtapes. Can You See Me Fly, or Fly Scenes, or 30,000 Feet. You know. And also, you've mentioned it in a lot of bars, right, within your music.
Oh, yeah.
And I also noticed that you have bird sounds in it. You know, it sounds like an eagle. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like an eagle, so I'm assuming it's an eagle. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Can you tell us, or can you just elaborate a little bit more on what Fly means to you?
Word. Well, to me, it just means when I'm on stage.
Okay.
I'm always putting. I don't know if you guys go to my show, you'll know when I raise my. Like that's MV Fly. Like it's very unique on like the sounds. Like I love how you put that out there. Like like my brother actually put that on for me, and he was like, "Dude, you gotta have like the most wildest animals that fly."
Yeah.
And I'm Mexican American, so that runs with the eagle.
For sure.
Mexican has the eagle on their flag, and the USA has the eagle, the bald eagle. You know?
Of course. And you also got them?
Yeah, man. I got my 2 rings here, man.
No doubt.
Two eagle rings on the middle fingers.
Yeah.
I flick the bird sometimes, so
no doubt.
It happens. But yeah.
Well, I feel like having this conversation right now and in the past, talking to you, I feel like fly could mean a lot of things. Like right now you just said like, I look fly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or you can have just like you just mentioned, you're above the BS. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty cool. I like the way you put that together and just the different meanings to it.
Yeah, man. Definitely try to try to wake you up sometimes. Sometimes the ego pops out.
Yeah. So that's pretty dope. You're like, wait, what the hell?
Everyone's looking around like, whoa.
Yeah,
that was a bark. That was a fly shit right there. You dig?
I feel you.
Yeah.
All right, man. So another one of your mixtapes is called Watch Me Grow. Right.
Word.
And you also mentioned that same concept in just different bars and just different mixtapes that you put out. Now, why is it important to you to take people with you in your growth journey? And why is it important to you?
Well, I love that you brought Watch Me Grow because that was like my first mixtape I released, like me singly, and that means a lot because just like the people that I meet, some people didn't make it. Some people are still, they're not here. They're just like, it's part of life. Some people just, they want to do their own thing, but I still keep those people who are like very inspirational, and they say, you know,
Okay.
it's like, it's a matter of, it's like life. Some people say, some people go in your life, and,
No doubt.
and definitely you take positive and you take negative out, you know.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's how you say, it's courageous that you want to take people with you through that journey, because I think that as you're growing, you know, you're very vulnerable, you know, because you could see, like, let's say this, let's say in life, right? Obviously, you know, we're infants, you know, from birth, you know, and then we grow into older people, you know. But during our growth, you know, we can make mistakes, you know, and also we won't be at our prime when we're infants. You know what I'm saying? When we're infants, you know, we have to build ourselves and get that experience, and also become better. And that's why, like, obviously we know that older people, you could say that they're the wisest, you know what I'm saying? Or they should be, you know what I'm saying? Like, they should be wise at that age, you know? So it's pretty cool to me that that you allow us to see your journey. You know what I'm saying? Because some people get scared.
Yeah, yo. So that definitely was like, I have like 3 parts. Watch Me Grow 1, Watch Me Grow 2, Watch Me Grow 3.
Yes.
And throughout every Watch Me Grow, it was like, I think it was like 2 or 3 years apart.
Yeah.
So when I dropped Watch Me Grow 3, like, I just look back, like, the journey, like, when I started Watch Me Grow 2 is when I started learning how to make beats.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to make beats at that time.
Okay.
So I was recording off YouTube beats.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I always put them out, like, on Dat Piff. People know Dat Piff.
Yeah,
that's where I used to drop mixtapes back in the day.
Dat Piff is legendary. Yeah.
And Watch Me Go 1 was like, just, I put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And Watch Me Go 3 is now is on iTunes and like Spotify. You see the growth between all those levels. It's like, it's dope because you make that happen. I wanted that to make that happen.
For sure.
And it means a lot because I love that mixtape a lot because it takes me back when I was like, where am I going with this?
No doubt.
It takes me back.
That's what I'm talking about, man. And like I just mentioned, how, you know, I feel that's courageous because I think a lot of artists, at times they hesitate to put out music, even though, or let's say this, I know, for example, I know some people who like have an entire catalog of their music, but they've never released one song. You know what I'm saying? Because they're just too scared to let people see it. You know what I'm saying? So and then sometimes they say, you know, oh man, I look back, oh, I'm so happy I didn't release that song because I didn't like it. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, you see that, let's say they're better at this point now. But I mean, I think maybe they could have got some more fans, or maybe, like I said, just would have been courageous enough to just let it go. Right. Maybe they would have grown, or maybe had some more experiences.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. What do you think?
That's definitely key, man. Experiences, man. Yeah. Because you don't know what's going to happen until you walk into that door and just like start telling people, yo, I'm an artist. Yeah. I make music. But people are always going to be like, show me. Prove it to me. You know?
Exactly.
That's when you're like, well, I got a Spotify account, I got YouTube account, yo, I got blogs, I got concerts. You want to see them on YouTube?
Exactly.
I got a show in January, you know? I can show it to you, but you got to come. Like, but they got to, like, people need to, like, have a small attention span, so that's what usually, like, the problem nowadays. As far as, like, oh, people want to hear new music. That's where the producer standpoint, I need to make that beat where it's like, oh, okay, let's go. I'm down to listen.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, right now you're just mentioning your shows, right? Now, I want, first of all, I want to say thank you, you know, because you guys invited me out to your Halloween party.
Oh yeah, and, that was fun, man.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, man. Especially, you know, you guys had a stage, and you guys, you know, the entire 9 to 5 roster performed.
Oh yeah,
you know?
We brought everybody out.
Yeah, and it was just so dope, man. And me just being a spectator, right? Just a fan in the audience, you know. It was dope to see you guys, like, to just specifically, let's say for you, right? Let's shine on you first. How when you were up there, I was amongst, I guess you could say I was a stranger in the crowd, right? Where, you know, these people knew you from from school and just family. You know, they were there supporting, and then also strangers as well who didn't even know the 9th Vibe. You know, who were brought in by your friends. And it was just so cool that first of all to just see you on stage, but then also absorb that energy that first you were giving, but at the same time, the people who were there to see you were just like showing you so much love from like just saying word for word, you know what I'm saying, your music, you know what I'm saying, from stuff that I haven't heard yet at the time to like even the new stuff that was coming out, like let's say Pick a Side and so exactly. And I just thought that was pretty cool, you know, from the females and the males, just you know, just watching it and just like it was just pretty cool, man. And I appreciate you guys for inviting me. Now, as far as like, so let's say the shows, right? What do you like about performing? Like talk to us about your performances.
Yeah, man. I used to tell Cole, me and Cole and Kenny, we talk about this all the time. Like, I feel like the spotlight's on me.
No doubt.
So I want to let them hear what I have to say, and I want them to listen to what I made. And it's just like you're doing it all at once. It's like kind of like you blank. But you blank into yourself because it's your music.
Exactly.
And you just see, like, you know, those movie theaters like Star Wars.
Exactly.
It starts going down.
That's cool, man. And what do you start thinking when you see the crowd like start singing your music?
It's amazing, man. That's the reason you do it.
Exactly.
You want them to rehearse everything that you say, you know. That's the goal for every artist. Every artist says that's not the goal. Like, you're not doing it right. You gotta let them. There's always one good song, you know.
For sure. Now, let's say as far as stages, right? Where do you want to play in the future? Like, what's your goal?
Damn, I just saw what was it, Kanye and Drake perform yesterday at the Coliseum.
It was a Coliseum, right? Yeah, that was pretty dope. Yeah,
that's where they had the Olympics in that back in the days. I've been there too, so it's a very old stadium. That one was dope because it's very old and it's very classic to California.
Exactly.
The Pasadena, yeah.
No doubt. Okay. Now, do you ever see yourself like taking over the sports arena here in San Diego?
Yeah, or the Staples Center. What's it called now?
Oh yeah, I think it's like crypto or something, crypto.com or something like that. Yeah, that's pretty dope, man. No doubt.
For sure. I'm a Laker fan, so that's,
for sure. Yeah. Go Lakers.
Go Lakers, man.
All right, brother. So right now you were mentioning Cove, right? And I know that
Cove.
Yeah, shout out to Cove. So well, he's your label mate, right?
Yeah,
and you guys have, I guess you could say, a collab album, right? Which is Fly Scenes. There you go. A collab mixtape, I guess you could say. And it's a dope collab. It's pretty dope.
Word, bro.
I wanted to ask, how important to you is it to collab and make music with your label mates?
It's amazing because you feed off their energy and they tell you about stories about what they go through, and it kind of inspires you. And Cole is just one of those amazing individuals that he can tell a story in his raps. And when I first heard that, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And we used to work with each other, like, and that's where I met him. And
no doubt.
And he was always was always freestyling somewhere you can hear him.
Okay.
And at that time, I didn't tell him. I didn't tell him I made music at the time because we were kind of like very starting at that job. But again, man, this guy was always. And when he found out that I made music, he was kind of like nonstop, like freestyling. Now he was like kind of like trying to prove a point, and I love that because I want to see that. You know, I want to see you're hungry. You know, that's what the game is about. You want to stay hungry.
Yeah, especially if he's on your team.
Definitely.
You know, you want to have strong players on your team.
Yeah, I gotta have, and that's our A player right now, man. Like, he's nonstop here in the studio. Like,
no doubt.
If we weren't here, he'd probably be in here right now.
Yeah, right.
Straight up,
No doubt. All right. So right now that we're talking about Cove, right? And your label mate. Can you talk about, let's say, the 9th Vibe? Can you let's show some light on them. Let's shine some light on the 9th Vibe. Can you talk about, let's say, the roster and also the new people that came in and helped you guys out?
Individual talents that we have here as well. Kenny Rowe, if you guys know of him, he performed at the Halloween party.
Yeah, he's dope.
Kenny Rowe. We have Dahlia, who's our brand new cast to the 9th Vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, her performance was awesome at the
Dude,
party.
she was amazing.
Yeah, she was dope.
She taught. That was her first performance.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah. And I told her, I was like, that was not your first performance.
Exactly. Yeah, she's lying.
Yeah. She just knew how to talk to the people, and that's
she's
what you
natural.
want to do too. Yeah,
right?
she's natural to it.
Yeah.
Then we have NC Beats, which is Irvin, which is our new producer as well. He's making fire. He's with Cole right now. He's part of designing 1904 with him.
That's what I'm talking about.
And when we made Fly Scenes, like that was like the first time I kind of like, all right, I want to make this tape.
Yeah.
I want to make the beat.
Yeah.
And then Jerry will hop on here and there, and I will always hop on here and there.
Yeah.
But most of that Fly Scenes, I would produce that, bro.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. So all those beats were you?
Most of bro.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Like, since last year, I told myself I'm not gonna go on all YouTube beats ever again.
Yeah. Wow, no doubt. That's what I'm talking about, man. I'm proud of you.
Bro.
I'm proud of you guys. Yeah, I'm proud of you guys because it's actually a good tape. Like I love it. You guys went hard on it, and I also noticed you had female singers on it, and also I believe Kenny was on there as well.
Yeah, Kenny Rowe and Bethany, who's helping us too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bethany and Harry. You guys know who you guys are. You guys are amazing. You guys helped us grow and still pushing us to do who we are. Which is 9 Vibe.
Hell yeah! Shout out to them.
Big shout out to them.
Now, okay, let's I guess talk a little bit about, let's say, what can influence you or how you can make different kind of music, right?
Right.
I know that some artists, they like to be in a different headspace.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, do you use let's say anything to like help you out or let's say change your mind state?
Definitely some good indica.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah. And definitely, I try to trip on like sativa sometimes, but it's definitely a little creative space that you put yourself into. I mean, there was a time where I wasn't smoking weed, and it's just like it was still a creative space, but that kind of like it was maybe I don't know. I just felt like I love like hearing it, and I always laugh sometimes because I'm just like, oh, I made this.
Yeah.
And it's like a good ass feeling.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, can you talk about? I guess you could say the weed side.
Word.
Like
smoke weed every day.
There you go. Now, I know that you were mentioning how, let's say, you know what? How about this? Let's talk about your podcast.
All right, cool. Chronic Conversation.
Okay, Chronic Conversation.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, Chronic Conversation is a podcast on Spotify, iTunes, which is our host David B, and we got Victor, who is our co-host, and they just basically talk about how to consume cannabis in a healthy lifestyle that you can do here in Cali or anywhere around the world, and they give you the good factors of what's in it and what's out, not to get flying with it, what things not to do, what things not to do,
No doubt. Okay. And they can find that everywhere.
Yeah, Spotify, iTunes, search up Chronic Conversations.
No doubt.
Shout out to them, yo. Like, they were just in Vegas. They had a convention.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
No doubt. That's what I'm talking about.
I love to see my team winning, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, man. So let's bring it back in, right, to the hip hop side, right? So after it's all said and done, right, how do you want to be remembered in hip hop?
As a guy who made his own music.
Okay.
Yeah, yo. Everything I do as far as like the videos, the mixtape covers, the track list.
Yeah.
Like, I did that.
No doubt.
And I changed it up a little bit, like this last EP that I'm about to drop.
Okay.
Good Times Fly. I kind of depended on other people to like help me out on this one. It was a little different.
Okay.
Yeah, but as far as like the music, the beats, like that's all me.
Okay, no doubt. But you also want to be remembered as a dude who makes that.
Yeah, I'm the guy who makes that fly shit, yo.
Okay.
Yo.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Well, right now you're talking about your new stuff. Can you let the fans know what they could expect for the future? Can you talk about that mixtape?
Yeah, yo, we got Good Times Fly dropping December 24.
Okay.
I've been producing it for like the last 4 months, and yeah, yo, you're gonna hear some classics on there that you heard from Fly Scenes, which is like the bonus one, Always Fly featuring Bethany, and the 2 singles that I dropped featuring Cove and Kenny Rowe, which is Pick a Side with Cove, and was it Life? And featuring Kenny Rowe and Bethany.
Okay,
yeah.
That's right.
The third one's been out, Always Fly.
Yeah.
That song's been out, but these other ones are like kind of like I kind of challenged myself because I wanted to make R&B beats,
Oh wow.
but I wanted to rap on them. I was
Okay,
just like
okay.
kind of like if you guys ever known Blast or
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
or even Russ, they got into like beats like that.
No doubt.
And yeah, we got some R&B like kind of at the end of the EP, and that's what I'm working on next with Dahlia too. So shout out to her. She kind of put me in that space where like, let's make some R&B.
Okay.
And it slowed me down a little bit because I was always
Because
like
you're not
hip-hop.
used to that. Yeah.
I'm always like that 150, 160.
Yeah. Well, it's cool that that's at least challenging you to hit it a different way.
And that's what I love about the 9-5.
No doubt. So how many tracks do you have on the record?
I have 8, and I'm dropping a bonus one at the end of the year with Cove and Kenny Rowe. It's called Making Moves.
Okay, that's what I'm
Produced
talking about.
by Irvin.
Okay. No doubt. You guys are making moves, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but Good Time Sly, I produced most of it. I got one beat with 9-5, who was just last song. And it really flies, man. The Good Times fly.
Exactly.
I always tell people that, like, especially this year.
No doubt.
Yeah.
You know what? I always like to say, and I always like to give this advice, because we know that time passes by, right?
Yeah, bro. Time flies.
But I always tell, I guess, my friends and my family members, and also I like to live by it myself, because we get so busy at times, in this rat race, in this society, and just life in general, where sometimes we don't appreciate the moment. Appreciate what's going on when we're having a good time.
Yeah.
Sometimes we forget, instead of, I guess you could say, capturing it on a phone. Like, put that away just so you could like just absorb the moment. That this is life, man. And well, like I just mentioned, how I like to give advice that I say, just live for the moment. Make sure you're present.
Definitely,
So,
man.
yeah, no doubt, man. That's pretty dope that you're just gonna that you're talking about that concept as well.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Especially the people who I met from meeting Cove and Harry, Bethany, and everybody who I met this year is just like still here.
Yeah.
And I love that.
No doubt, man. And one more thing that kind of reminds me of, I always tell my daughter that whenever she's having a good time, she's playing on the playground, and she gets sad when we have to leave, right?
Right.
And I always tell her, baby, don't be sad that it ended. Smile that it happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's cool, man. We just gotta live in the moment.
I love that.
So,
Yeah.
No doubt. All right, man. So before we close it out, can you please tell the audience where they could reach you on social media? Can you tell them about your music side and also the podcast that you have as well?
Word. So Chronic Conversations, definitely check them out on podcasts. It's basically Chronic Conversations, at Chronic Conversations on Instagram. And myself, you can find me on Instagram at MVFly or at fly_V.
Yeah, I got you. I'll put it on there. No doubt.
And we definitely have everyone else like at the 9-5 page, at 9-5. And they definitely give you guys updates on what's happening with all the artists around us. Like Kenny Rowe, he's dropping songs every Friday is what I'm hearing. So check out that out.
That's what I'm talking about.
We're working on the EP. We're working on the album.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for you guys to hear Good Times Fly. I'll probably show you guys one song before you guys leave.
No doubt. I can't wait to hear it, man.
Not yet.
And also, your music's on Apple and Spotify, all digital platforms.
Yeah, all digital platforms.
Okay, no doubt.
Definitely.
Okay.
And we fly.
Okay. Now, do you have any shout outs?
Just shout out to everyone who's watching, y'all. I appreciate you guys growing with me and still living this lifestyle. And if I see you guys, big hugs.
No doubt.
And we'll see you guys next time, y'all.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, MV Fly.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for joining me, man. I appreciate you. Let's end this with the cheers, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, my brother.
Cheers.
Thank you, man.
It's water, yeah.